Good morning, beautiful souls. So I wanted to get on here. I'm going to talk about something that's so important. And I also want to tell you a little bit about my podcast and what it's going through and what is the transition. We just transitioned from awakened souls to beautiful souls. I remember years ago always saying beautiful souls. So I wanted to transition it to that. This thumbnail has both of them on there. I might just keep both of them on there, but I want to make sure everybody knows that I'm transitioning over for a while. Anyway, so you'll know that we're still doing the same podcast. It's just I've switched the names. And you know what? Podcasts change, people change, we all change. I'm moving around. I did want to talk about I'm buying a house, in the process of buying a house, so that's exciting. And I'll talk to you about it in my manifestation on the vibration of manifestation and nervous system. This is what we're going to talk about. So another thing I want to talk about today is I am 300 people away from 50,000 watch time hours. Now, some of that that doesn't sound a lot to some people, but to me, that is big time. So, and I know this for sure because I've watched a lot of bigger YouTubers. And so you get a lot more watch time and not so many subscribers. So I can go on there and click off like nobody can see who's subscribing. So I'm going to do that because I feel like the topics that I talk about, maybe not everybody wants to be seen of who is following me. Understandable. When I first started my journey, I was just like, I don't really, I was a spiritual person and in the closet, basically. I'm out now. But I think when we all become on our spiritual journeys, we're kind of like, just people think we're crazy. I literally watched a show yesterday where this lady has wrote books and that one of the people asked her, do you still feel like you have a mental breakdown or mental issues? Because what we do today in spirituality, we didn't do 20 years ago. They were like, we can't say the topics that we did 20 years ago because they would think we were crazy. Put us in a insane asylums, put us in hospitals, whatever. But now we're allowed to talk about whatever we want. And this stuff is so important, you guys, because this is our life. And a lot of people that this resonates with, you will be able to manifest things that you truly want in your life instead of just wish. It's not a wish. It's you actually get your wish to come true. And here's what I want to talk about. So first, I want you to subscribe to the channel. I want you to watch and share out. And if I get to 50,000 subscribers, or not subscribers, well, heck yeah, please subscribe. But if I get to the watch hours, I'm giving a gift away. So I'm not sure if it's going to be a crystal, if it's going to be like a Stanley Cup or something. You guys leave in the comments. What would you like? I will give it away because I am so thankful that you guys are watching this, because it doesn't only help my channel to get this message out, but it helps you, it helps me. One is I get to tell the people what I'm going through and how I've healed and how you can too. And it gets this message out to more people so they can hopefully look at themselves and be able to heal. All right, so let's get into this video, which is about nervous system and your vibration and manifestation. So we all go around and it's like, oh yeah, they have the vibe, or what does the vibe feel like in the room? Well, here's the thing. Your vibe is deep down is your nervous system. When somebody comes in the room and it's nice, somebody's nice and calm and cool, you're like, oh man, they're just having the best day. And they do. They walk around like, oh my gosh, all this stuff's happening for me. I went to Starbucks, got a free coffee, went over here, somebody just told me how beautiful I was. I mean, all these things, because our vibration brings in like energy, which I've said so many times. So in the vibration that you're at, it brings in like energy. But if your nervous system is on fight or flight, which is, oh my God, I don't have enough. I look like crap. My job's not working out for me. All the things, then that's what you will attract. Our mind goes to whatever we focus on. So am I focusing on people do not like me? Then the universe, God, your vibration has to. It is a like attract like universe. It has to bring it back what you like attract. So if you're attracting negative, okay, negative's coming back. If you're attracting positive, positive's coming back. Now, 99% of the time, well, I'm going to say 90% of the time, I attract positive energy because that's where I live. I live in my positive energy. Even before my awakening, I lived in positive energy. I didn't realize it. I would always, find things I wanted or, made extra money or something that attracted the good vibes. But I also, in the environment you're in, it can bring you down in your vibes. Now, this is what happened to me a couple of weeks ago. And I had been in the environment for months and months and months. So I think it does take a while for you to, depending on who you are and what your vibration is and what your nervous system can handle, is basically what your nervous system can handle, then you can bring in the vibrations. You're bringing in whatever your nervous system can handle, basically. I can handle lots of money. I can handle this stress. A lot of people can handle a lot of stress. And you can over time, it builds up. And then you're like, I can't do this anymore. That's most of the time. Most of the time you break up, I quit the job because you're done. You can only handle stress for so long. But what I'm trying to do is be able to handle the stress and be able to manifest in like a good vibration. Because a couple weeks ago, I was in a bad situation and then I left. And then I went into another situation. It's not been perfect, but for 3 days, I slept so hard. I was like, I couldn't even get out of my bed. It was like, I felt so heavy, but I slept like I had never slept for 5 months. That was my nervous system regulating itself from not having to be at fight or flight or wondering if somebody's going to attack or, it's almost like you're in the wilderness. When you're so much stress, it's like you're in the wilderness and then animals are chasing you. Your body really believes this. I mean, your body's like this. You know how you get nervous and you get in a fight with somebody and then you're done fighting and your body's still like this? It's your nervous system. Well, if you are just fight somebody and then your nervous system's like this and you're trying to manifest a house, a car, I'm going to manifest the best man in the world. You're manifesting a man that has a messed up nervous system. And I'm not joking about this because this is freaking serious. I have been going through this. And, we always know what to do, but we always have to bring ourselves back, especially me. I'm talking to myself, bring myself back to realize, because we have to live life. We have to work jobs. We have to get money to live. We have to, be in relationships with people that we don't want to be in relationships. Sometimes we do. Sometimes we have to try to tolerate people. And here's the thing. You bring yourself back and say, okay, you can only spend so much time there. You can only spend so much time at the job. You find something, especially the job you love to do. Me, I love clothes. So I do eBay. Then I do groceries. But right now, this job, I work by myself. Nobody tells me what to do, where I go. And I'm by myself. So it's the most peaceful time in my life. And right now, with me living with other people, I need that. But for me, I would just be by myself all the time. And I know that's not reality, but sometimes I wish it was because I feel like I'm 55, so I'm going to say 40 years of my life, I was always around somebody and I at least need, 10 years without anybody, like on the beach. But I do want to make it a little jokey in this because our nervous system needs fun. It needs nature. It needs regulation. And if you're trying to manifest anything in a nervous fight and flight atmosphere, that's exactly what you're going to manifest. So I manifested or I've been trying to look for a house and look for a house and looking for a house. And until I left and slept for like 3 days and just got my nervous system, I was like out in nature all the time. That's when I manifested the house. Thank God. Because I could have manifested the house in hot mess. I could have. And then the house would have been a hot mess. But I have done so much work, you guys. I absolutely know that I'm being guided. And I know that this is the right house for me. It just feels right. It almost feels neutral. It's like it's okay. There's nothing major wrong with the inspection at all. Everything just goes smoothly. And when it's meant for you, it does go smoothly. Now, I'm not going to say there's nothing going to go wrong when I live there. There's always going to be something wrong. There's always going to be something wrong with the family members or, your nervous system. It's always going to have something. You can't just act like it's not. But if you want to manifest your dreams that you really want, I mean, if you're like living in the garage and you want to manifest a mansion, then you have to get your nervous system regulated to be able to manifest that. And I mean, because this is how it usually works. Well, I went from the garage to the first floor, to the second floor, to the third floor. Oh, now I'm making millions. Oh, now I've got the mansion. That's because your nervous system has to regulate it. The people that go from, oh my God, I live in a garage, till I'm a millionaire and I won the lottery, where do they go? They go on a show that says, I lost all my money in the lot when I won the lottery. Because their nervous system wasn't regulated. It's the truth. And your nervous system is your vibration. You can feel it. You can feel it. When somebody walks in the room and they've been in a fight, you're like, oh, what's wrong? Why do you think? Why? Your mind just says it. What's wrong? Because you already know. Your body feels what's wrong. Now, if they start telling you all their stuff, blah, 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 and you take it in like me, I am a empath and I feel like I'm working on this. I'm working on this, not taking on other people's shit, because we all do it, thinking that we can save them and we can't. I'm still working on it, I've literally had to say, okay, not my problem, go on. Not my problem, go on. Even though I want to help. And the bottom line is we can't really help. We can be there, we can support, but the person, their self, has to be able to help because they're manifesting from their nervous system, not from yours. So you have to want to, and you can see, like if somebody says, well, I'm always having accidents and I get in a wreck and, I tripped over this and I fell and the kids are, well, you can see what they're vibrating at. You can see their nervous system. It's crazy. So you're not always going to be in the perfect nervous system. I understand that, but you can do things to regulate it. When something triggers you, something comes up. This is not me. This is not mine. It could be somebody else's, or is it? If it's yours, say, take in deep breaths, live in the present moment. I've been doing like looking at the walls and saying, okay, that's a clock. That's a plug. That's a shirt, because that brings you in the present moment. It brings you back. Once something went off, I flashed. But once you're in the present moment, then your mind's back to center. Your nervous system is back online because that's where you need it to be. As much as you can. We're not going to live, in this wonderful, perfect nervous system all the time, but your nervous system is your vibe. So if you see all this stuff, chaos going on, work on your nervous system. It will regulate. It was like last week sometime, I meditated for like 30 minutes. Thank God, because God knew this was happening, and something happened, a big boom, fight, craziness, and I was calm. But if I wouldn't have meditated and said, oh, just forget it, I bet I would have been like screaming, yelling, kicking. Yeah, We have to regulate it. It's important for everyone. It's important because here's the thing. If we don't regulate our nervous system, not only to manifest things, we get sick. You manifest illness. I promise you. I have fought off so many illnesses because I will do the work. I will go sit in the room for a half an hour and say absolutely nothing. I will go outside and listen to birds. I know you guys, some people are like just sitting outside. Yes. Listening. Let it go. Let everything go. That's not your problems, because if you don't let it go, it just infests in your body and becomes a disease or a manifestation you don't want. Well, I manifested the job I wanted with a bad boss. I manifested the beautiful house and now it's falling in. That's how it works. And this is something you have to do. Be super aware of yourself. And I know I've had people say, oh, I can't be aware of myself. It just depends on what kind of life you want. You can live a stressful life if you want to, or you can live a calm life. I'm choosing calm. Doesn't mean everybody will. That's not for everybody. Some people love the drama and, and love the nervous system thing. It's all it is dopamine. You want a dopamine hit. You want a dopamine hit. You want a dopamine hit. I'm trying to get off dopamine and just be peace. Like today, I put on my Facebook, I'm taking the day off social media. I haven't been on there, not being on there. Yeah, I'm here right now, but I'm here with me. And then I'm going to turn this off and I'm not going to be on it today because that is a dopamine hit. When we could just be in peace with ourselves and regulate. I think if you take 24 hours off of social media, you will feel a difference in your nervous system. And I'm going to tell you guys I haven't had a day off in social media for a long time. So I'm trying to do everything I can to get my nervous system back into the best that it could be, the vibe, the best I could be. That way I'm attracting the best that anything can be. It's work, you guys. It is work, but it's not hard. It's really easy. Just nobody's used to sitting by themselves for 30 minutes, but it's easy. You can just do it. It's actually, you just sit there. But a lot of people don't want to. If you sit here for 30 minutes a day for 30 days, your life will change. You probably will not have some illnesses that you do. They will be leaving. You will be off medicines that you don't need anymore because those diseases are leaving your body. I'm not joking. This is serious science stuff. Please go look it up because it's all for real. I don't have any illnesses. Also, if somebody, like I go to the doctor and they say, well, you have this, I don't claim that at all. I'm like, nope, don't have it. If I had something serious, I would take care of it, but don't have anything wrong. I would work on my nervous system. I would work on my food. I would work on things like that before I went to the extreme of taking medicine and all the other stuff. Just me, just my opinion. But here's the thing. My basic conversation for this video is work on your nervous system to have a calming, loving, compassion nervous system for you, for yourself. And then you can give that to others. You can give that to others. And you have to be if you want this in your life, you have to be the example. We could tell, you could read 10 books, you can listen to this podcast 100 times until you say, well, I'm just going to go sit for 30 minutes every day I guarantee you 30 minutes every day or 10 minutes every day. For 30 days, stuff will start to change. People will start telling you, you act different. Something's different about you. That's what happened to me. My life is so much better. Now, I know it's like I'm going through stuff. We're always going to go through stuff. Everybody does. A lot of people get on social media and say, well, here I'm at this place. I'm at Las Vegas or I'm in Florida. And an hour ago, their husband and wife was like killing each other. And now they're on social media going, ah. I mean, life happens, you guys. This social media stuff, I love it because I get to tell you what real life is. This is what's really going on in my life. And yes, I can take a selfie and then I can tell you, my life's been crazy. Let's work this out together so we can get our nervous system together so we can manifest our life's dreams, the dreams that we have. Because if your nervous system is not equal to your dreams, you will not manifest. I'll tell you that right now. I'm doing it. I'm practicing it. I'm trying to manifest my dreams that still haven't become true yet. So that's what I wanted to tell you. Now, I am offering on my Facebook. It's if you go into my Facebook and the bottom it says Coaching with Suzette. You go in there. There's a link. You can message me. We can have a conversation if you would like, or go study this. Look this up about regulating your nervous system to manifest your dreams. And just one conversation with me will change your life. I know that for sure. I have had one conversations for people and running out of my stores going, oh my God. So if you're ready to change your life, ready to make your dreams come true, I would call me. I would message me and let me show you what your life could really be. Yes, there's chaos in my life, but there's not chaos in here. This is loving, kindness, compassion, self-care. Yes, I have that in here. And that's where it's at. It's in here. So it's your God self. It's your loving self. Yes, there's going to be chaos. Yes, there's going to be sucky jobs. Yes, there's going to be other stuff. But in here, it can be calm, love, and all the things. It's your choice. Because here's where you create from. You create your dreams from here, your disease from here, your love from here, your compassion from here. Not out here, in here, in your heart. Or your nervous system. Oh my God. I'm going to manifest the best man of my life. Woo! He'll probably be nervous as hell. Or he can be calm, loving, and compassion if you choose that for you. All right, guys. I love you so much. Have the best day ever. And I'll talk to you soon.